On behalf of Akuno Sankofa Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We're trying to help our people elevate. Hope. H-O-P-E. We're giving them hope. We doing what we gotta do, you know? Every day, one step at a time, man. We gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Yeah. Sometimes I practice focused thought and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate and seeking knowledge, make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day, make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that, my flesh can pass away.
All right, Peace family. We back with another guest. Go ahead, bro. Tell them who you are and where you from.
My name's Hakeem Olajuwon from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's right. All right, let's get straight to it. Let's talk about your boxing career. I know we got you boxing. How long have you been boxing?
I've been boxing for 3 years now.
What inspired the boxing? I mean, what got you into it?
Really, it was my little brother was boxing. And, at first, I'm hearing them say he's boxing and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, yeah, you doing your thing. But he always told me he wanted to do it. And he had been doing it for about 6 months. And I tried to test him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he showed me some things. And I was like, nah, I can't allow my little brother to do me like this. You know what I'm saying? So I started going to the gym with him. And it was really just to be a motivation towards my little brother to keep him focused and keep him on the right path.
That's right. How long has he been boxing? Let me ask that. That's kind of random, but
see, what's so crazy about it is he was boxing for, he still would be in and out. You know what I'm saying? He got in a little bit of trouble and had to remove himself, you know what I'm saying, from the situation. But he had been boxing for about the same amount of time, just a little bit more in and out. He's 9 years younger than me, so he still had to go through some trials and tribulations and bump his head a little bit. But he gonna be all right. He gonna be back at it.
That's right. How long have you been doing music, and what inspired you to do music?
I started making music in 2010. I probably recorded my first song in like 2010. I came from a musical background as far as I was adopted at a young age, at age 10, and my stepfather was a rapper in the town back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So he used to sell out rap shows and do his rap thing, and he always kept me and my brother up on hip hop knowledge. So it would have been old school hip hop. He put us on the East Coast. He showed us the difference between what that corny gimmick rap was and what real hip hop meant and what it meant. And he always kept us informed on that type of shit. So coming up at first, I didn't never feel like I was going to be a rapper. I wanted to be a football player. You know what I'm saying? So once I stopped playing football, I started hanging out with Young DV. Young DV was one of my first inspirations. I seen Young DV rap at football practice. He was freestyling in that old Southern Texas style. Like, I done came down. Ooh, he had that going on. And after that, we ended up linking later on. And, you know what I'm saying? I was always the worst rapper in the cypher because I have 2 bars and then oh man, I messed up. But I had the passion though, and I had the understanding and the insight on what it would mean to actually be a good rapper. So I feel like, just running into some of my companions and then being challenged by the cypher. You know what I mean? That's what pushed me.
Was he the first person you did your first track with?
No, I did my first track with one of my homeboys out of Arkansas. Yeah, he was another one of my older homeboys out there. But DV was actually there. He popped up at the recording session because they recorded at the same engineer. So DV ended up popping up when I was recording my verse. And DV actually had to attribute my knowledge of how to use my voice, because I would go in there and I'd be real monotone and I kind of just be rapping the words off the page. And he's like, nah, you got it. And then he taught me how to use my voice. And, once I started using my voice on the mic, that's what really a lot of people stand on, that I have a powerful voice on the microphone. So that's where I attribute some of that knowledge coming from Young DV.
Yeah, like I said earlier, before I started recording, I heard a lot of your music through Turf Hog.
Yeah.
Y'all got great music together. Let me say that too. And then I also heard you on Doobie's Systematically Trap.
Yeah, on
And
me.
I talked to bro early. He told me y'all got a lot of music together. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I'm looking forward to hearing some of that too.
I'm looking forward to some of that music I got with Doobie. That's gonna be real. It's gonna be powerful. We're gonna change the game.
Yeah, you have a talent, bro. Whatever I hear you on, you got good vocals, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like your delivery, like you said, I like your delivery and all that.
Appreciate
I'm kind of jumping, but let's get to the. We had a discussion on Facebook the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that you have some light behind you. You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah.
Let's get into that. What or how long have you been studying the Hebrew literature?
Now, so I just started by saying first I was under the indoctrination of Christianity, just the whole system of pretty much what you would call the Roman way, and
Mm-hmm.
or something of that nature. And and over the last probably like year and a half, I've been getting enlightened. I say I'm still on my journey of enlightenment, but I've been being enlightened to what I would call the truth and just reading into the word for myself compared to letting people tell me what I need to know, letting people put it on to me and me accepting whatever I heard. I just started feeling like I needed to actually read and ask these same questions of myself and see if I could find more of the truth. Because I went on a journey with one of my brothers, and he was at the church and he was pulling me into the church, and yeah, I was consistently going to the church, and I was starting to we was reading the word together. You know what I mean? But I always had questions about a lot of things. It was like he could answer some of the questions, and then I'd be at the house and I click on YouTube or I'll click on something like that just to seek out more knowledge by myself because I was actually on a journey of trying to understand the word compared to just hearing it. I was really trying to understand it because I felt like I had been depriving myself of spiritual knowledge. You know what I mean? So I started diving deeper into it and I started seeing a lot of these things that they were telling me wasn't necessarily what the law said or what this said. I'm like, so how can you omit certain things and use what you want to use? And why is there so much argument when this ain't even a religious thing? This is a book that we
Mm-hmm.
should all be reading on. You know what I mean? And it's a guide, but I seen people battling each other with the word, and it's like it's only one word. You know what I mean? We gotta all have some oneness in this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just been on my journey trying to figure out as much as I can.
Um, jump back to the music. You have any projects you're working on
Yes, sir.
currently?
I got some stuff right now. I got my album is actually gonna drop, and I keep saying because I'm supposed to have a fight on August 5th. So if I don't have the fight, I was really just saying I need to get my album out before that. But I got a single coming out this Friday featuring Mike the Don. It's called Red Slime, and the video also gonna drop on Friday. So I'm looking to get a good feedback from that. But I got my album, which is gonna actually feature the song Red Slime. It's dropping on, like I said, I don't know what day I'm gonna drop it, but I'm gonna either drop it right after the fight or right before the fight, just so I can get it off my hands.
To give the people a sneak peek, what inspired that track?
The Red Slime,
Yeah.
man, the beat. Once I clicked on the beat, I was going through and I was just trying to bring a different energy because I I feel like people feel like I rest on the same style of music, or they feel like I stay in the lane of part consciousness. I'm a rapper, so I actually have lyrics to speak. You know what I mean? I have a story to tell, so I don't always make music for everyone else. You know what I mean? So the song was made out of a energy, like a party energy, or more of a street energy, just connecting to the streets. You know what I mean? And that's what inspired it was that beat. When I heard that beat, it just gave me that feeling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the words start flowing just like that.
Is this your first album?
No, this is my man. I got so much music out there. I got a lot of music out there. I've been really dropping projects since Dat Piff. You know what I'm saying? Dat Piff live mixtapes era. So
Yeah.
I had probably like 12 projects on there, which they just closed down Dat Piff. So I lost a lot of music, and it
Yeah.
hurt my soul. Like some of the stuff that I feel like was like the transitional from being just a raw like trying to rap, that transitional music, like them tapes that really set the tone and let people know like, oh, this is Hakeem. I lost a couple of those, and then it went on to SoundCloud. So I was on SoundCloud for a while. I dropped probably 8 projects on there. So I probably overall, but them was mixtapes. You know what I mean? A lot of that was remixing other people's beats and stealing the beats. So online on streaming sites, I got I think 4 albums, 5 albums.
Yeah. On your current album, you mentioned one feature. Any other features you got?
Yeah, I got a feature with a one of my homeboys. His name is Dolo Loco, and that's us, you know, trying to bridge the gap out here. Pretty much, you know, we got people on both sides, and the war is continuous, but at the same time, there's money to be made and companionship to be had if it's willing to if people is willing to open their eyes and their minds to the reality of what's really going on. Yeah. And then I got a song with Steph Simon on there. You know what I mean? So, and we shooting a music video. As a matter of fact, we shooting a music video this Saturday, which is the 15th of July. We're gonna shoot a video to that, and it's a Bonnie and Clyde theme music video. So we're gonna try to show out on this one. You know what I'm saying? This album
I think I see you share some pictures of that. I think you shared some pictures of that on your page.
Yeah.
That's some dope art. That's some dope art, bro.
On me, I appreciate it.
Tell the people how they can contact you for features.
So if you want to contact me for features, the best way would be to either reach out to me on Instagram. That's really the best way because it got the link to my email address. You know what I mean? All you have to do is follow that link, hit my email, or if you feel like directly DMing me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be procrastinating. It's not that I procrastinate, it's just that I'm in the boxing gym or I'm at work. So sometimes it takes me a day or two to get back. But if I see the inquiries, then I'm definitely going to reach back.
Do you have a message that you want to give for anybody that's going to see this?
Man, follow your dreams, man. Chase your dreams. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Stand on principle. And what more could you ask from somebody? You know what I mean?
And again, I want to say I appreciate you on this platform, bro. I wasn't prepared as I thought I should have been. You know what I mean? I should have been a little bit more prepared. I just woke up. I be pulling them overnight shit, bro. 10 to 6 in the morning. I be tired.
It's good, bro. You should you got to get it in how you got to get it. For real.
Yeah, they should be kicking my ass.
For having me though, you know, that's the journey though, man. Shit, we on the same thing though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to help. I want to help brothers promote their music, you know what I'm saying, and promote anything that I can on my platform, whether you be Hebrew, Christian, Muslim, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Like I said, we all have a story, you know what I'm saying? Right. I just interviewed my partner, Jonathan Townsend. He's a Christian brother, did a lot of work in the community, you know what I mean? And
and it's no pun intended toward any religion, you know what I mean? It's just everybody gonna find the light in their own way, I guess you could say, but
and then I also want people to hear the positive about Tulsa. You know what I mean? It's not as negative as First 48 try to paint it to be, or as the media try to paint it to be. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good-hearted people in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
A lot of talent in the city. You know what I'm saying? I did an interview with A Dizzle, and I was talking to him and Doobie about if we could get like one big collaboration with a lot of Tulsa artists on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And name it like the town or something. You know what I mean? Just give it some type of name and push Tulsa. You know what I'm saying?
Push Tulsa with no bias as to who gets on it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen, because I done been a part of, I was a part of Fire in Little Africa. So I've seen the progress that it created, but also the bias of who it was that we was reaching for. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, that's real important. You know what I mean? And I've been working with local artists as well. Like if you look back at my projects that I have dropped, I done had songs where I featured a Blood and a Hoover on one song. And then I got, you know what I'm saying, I reached out to OTS and Phil and Cuddy. And I've been, like I said, my homeboy Dolo Loco, Turf. You know what I mean? It ain't no boundaries that I won't cross to make sure that niggas see that the town is, more than what they make it out to be. Like you said, I even speak up on the First 48, why they paint the city red. You know what I'm saying? Like, Why the streets so full of red? Why they paint the city to be a black place? You know what I'm saying? Whenever we got a lot of light out here, you know what I mean?
Because it seemed like when Live PD came here and First 48 came here,
Yeah,
the propaganda spread. You
right.
know what I'm saying? The bullshit started spreading. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put an end to that because that's not the reality of Tulsa. This was once Black Wall Street. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? This was
Man,
once the oil capital.
and they profiting off of us. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this conversation. Actually, this viewpoint was brought to me from Steph Simon. You know what I mean? He was just mentioning like, bro, they came here and they selling us. You know what I'm saying? They using our pain as their profit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
they really getting paid for First 48. But the main thing you see on there is us going to jail and us being, you know what I'm saying, going through these situations, and that's people's pain, and we don't get paid for our pain. You know what I'm saying? But they getting paid off of us. So just imagine how many millions of dollars they making off of it, and we ain't seeing a cent for the interviews, and we ain't seeing a cent for the pain of the mothers, and you know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
deep.
like
It's deep.
that's like when I went to the Juneteenth that we just had, or even the one before that.
Yeah.
You see out of state people selling Tulsa merchandise,
Yeah.
selling Black Wall Street merchandise. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
You
Having
have
no
people.
connection,
Mm-hmm.
no cares in the world. You know what I'm saying? But they making a profit off us.
Making a profit, and then you know they in other states, and I don't not think that it's the right thing to do or it's the right thing to do, but you got people in Atlanta trying to build a new Black Wall Street, and
Mm-hmm.
these different scenarios. It's like, nah, that's not how. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to put something in, y'all want to be a part of what we got going on, you can come here and help us rebuild it.
Yeah, or
Not that
rename it something
it's not
else.
that our people didn't rebuild it themselves, because you know after the massacre they rebuilt it, but they took it away again by building the highway right
Mm-hmm.
through it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's a lot of going on with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I try not to I've been like I try not to be the person that says I'm not into the conversation of the politics either. You know what I'm saying? Because I am in the conversation of the politics. I will have a word to say about it if you ask me about it. I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. But you know how these artists these days try to, and Pac even mentioned it that artist was gonna be like that. How you not have a problem with certain social issues? How do you not have an opinion on it? You know what I'm saying? You try to stay out of it. Why are you trying to stay out of it so much? You know what I'm saying? You scared of the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are scared to stand on what they believe due to the repercussions. You know what I mean? You maybe believe in something, but the world is operating in a certain way, so you don't speak on how you believe because of the fear of judgment. That's you know what I'm saying? What is that? You know what I'm saying? You fear the judgment of in my light, it would be, do you fear people's judgment or do you fear God? You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. So that's just
And
where I've been with it, you know?
not to go too deep into it, but on street politics, we care about what's said. You know what I'm saying? But as
Yeah,
far as governmental politics, oh,
yeah,
I don't care about that. You know what I mean? We act
yeah.
like that shit ain't
Mhm.
important when that's
Right.
the biggest issues in our community.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Last year, me and a brother went to a meeting that they had off of 53rd and Memorial. It was all white people, and they were talking about putting street lights on 61st of Peoria, 36th in Peoria, and West 23rd. Why are white people discussing black communities
Right.
and no black people there?
Man, it's crazy, you know, and why aren't we there to facilitate our opinion on it?
You know what
You
I'm
know what I
saying?
mean?
Yeah.
Why are
We
we
have
the
to get more
minority in that
involved.
conversation? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We you
Mm-hmm.
know, and we got some powerful brothers and sisters out here that are working on our behalf, but it's like they don't have the support they need from the
Mm-hmm.
people at the
Mm-hmm.
same time. Like they out here working for the people without the support of the people. So it's a lot that the community has to uh, see the light in it as well, and believe that that change is possible compared to just sitting around and moping about what isn't happening for us. Start making the change. You know what I mean?
And I like how you said that because here, when something pops off in another city or state, then we want to act like we're political. Like when George Floyd passed, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
We had this big ass rally, you know, everybody downtown looting and shit or whatever, but
Yeah,
it died the next couple of days.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
And
was
the people that
all for the.
for
No, go ahead.
publicity. I'm just saying it's all for publicity. You know what I mean? Like those people that were involved, you don't see them no more.
Man.
You don't see them in nothing community no more. But they was at the Boosie concert. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better as a whole. And I'm not bashing Tuss. I'm not bashing my people. It's just our priorities are backwards.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? One brother was talking about the character of a community. You know what I'm saying? And doing things off camera instead of doing things always on camera.
Right.
And so we want to get this recognition when the brother Floyd passed on camera, but then off camera, outside of the people that's on Greenwood every day, we're not doing anything for our community, except for those that we don't hear about. You know what I'm saying? And I commend those that are out there every day without the cameras, that's out there putting in that work. You know what I'm saying?
Man, real talk.
But the people that do it, go ahead, my bad.
That's real. That's real. And it's similar to how it's even stated in the word, you know, people wanna give the praise in the public, but they don't want to do it in the dark. You know what I'm saying? In public, they love to be seen. People love to be seen, but they don't like to stand on it away, like you said, away from the camera. You don't want to do it away from the public eye. You want to be seen and you want to be glorified, or you know what I mean? You want to fast in people's face, but you don't want to fast in the darkness where, you know, the Father can see.
When it really matters.
When it really matters.
We'll get to going in this all day, bro. Like I said, I want to say I appreciate you because I got to get ready for work here shortly.
Already.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for being on this platform, bro.
Already. I appreciate you for having me.
I look forward to hearing some of that music, and I'm gonna add something at the end of the video so that way they can hear like a snippet or hear something so they can hear how talented you are, my brother.
Already. I appreciate that, man. We're gonna talk again.
Most definitely appreciate you, bro. Peace.
Running up a ticket on these boys in silence. Make that chopper sing, we pull up with violence. Youngin' from the bricks, where all the hoe gon' buy tents. Heard he got them blues in, we gon' rob him. Y'all be on that trash shit, bro got thrax in. I don't just be rapping.